Welcome to week 4. It's time to start making our African masks. As you can see from the masks we've got on the screen here, the African masks are very varied and come in many different shapes and styles, using different patterns and materials. They're made by tribesmen to wear on special occasions and ceremonies. Each ceremony celebrates a particular time of year or marks a special event, such as a wedding or a funeral. These complex ceremonial events express important social, religious and moral values for the whole community. So the masks are really important. You will have looked at this video in class, and I've put this on the Weebly so you can have a look at it again. At first it can seem very strange to us because we're not familiar with their ceremony or what the dances mean. Sometimes they make us laugh, sometimes we could be a little bit intimidated by the dancers, but the masks are decorated with paint and feathers and have all sorts of different designs and connotations that come along with the dances, and it's the masks that we're going to focus on. In African masks we have two types. We have the figure type of mask, which is a human sort of based mask, and then we have animal masks. People of tribal Africa are very close to nature, and through their myths and beliefs they have created a powerful relationship with the animal world. Many of the animals are associated with spirits, and the spirits can hear, see and speak, and very often appear in African art, disguised as animals. The animals play an important role in the life of the African people. Animal masks take part in the majority of the ceremonies and are a core of many of the African tales. Here are some examples of animal-based masks. A bird and a reptile shapes were used to represent different spirits. You can see the serpent at the bottom of the middle mask here, an elephant with its tusks at the top here. We can see these serpent type creatures on the top of the head mask here, and again another figure here along with horns. Let's not forget to pay attention to the patterns as well from last week. Different masks have different shapes, and obviously we've covered they have different meanings. Masks come in all sorts of shapes and proportions. If eyes are wide shut and lines near the mouth, they can represent tranquility. This is calmness. Masks with small eyes and mouths represent humility, so they're humble. A bulging forehead could represent wisdom, so someone that's very clever. Other masks have exaggerated long faces and broad foreheads to symbolize power, and war masks are also popular. Some tribes carve masks with round eyes to represent alertness and anger. Here are some examples of the different shapes of masks. We can see examples of animal masks. This one in the shape of a hippo, and also the figure masks. We still have lots of African masks based on the human form, the human face. So based on what you've learnt so far about African art and masks, you are producing two different mask ideas now, two different designs. The idea is to have one with human characteristics and one with animal characteristics. Think about what meanings your masks will illustrate. Here we have animal features which could be perceived as being scary. Or we have human features, maybe a powerful warlike mask. You will start this in class, but you're finishing it at home, and this is why you're looking at this video now. Here's an example of two masks, similar to what you should be bringing into class next week. We can see the animal mask on the left here, and the human mask that's been exaggerated on the right. Pay attention to the tonal quality of shading, darker areas of colour used up on the ears, and lighter areas in the middle. Same can be said on the human type mask here, where it's darker on near the bridge of the nose and lighter as we come down across the front of the face. The mouth has been exaggerated, as to the eyes, and the same here, the eyes have been exaggerated. You can exaggerate and almost caricature your mask. Have a little bit of fun with it. Try a couple of small designs before you go on to the large ones. Good luck, and I'll see you next week in class.